of season 2 for Game of Thrones. We're on episode 1. This one is called The North Remembers. So guys, how I feel about the show, I think the show so far for me is just, fantastic. I really enjoyed the first season for Game of Thrones. It was just, it was really freaking good. Even though I don't understand everything about Game of Thrones, even though I'm brand new to it, like I said, I never read any of like the books or anything like that's, with other information I may not know, but for the overall show, for me as this viewer, a person who doesn't really know much about it, I gotta say the show is just, really great. I mean, just it's really engaging. The world's interesting. The way the episodes really grab your attention, and just the way things were just happening. It was just insane. It was, a lot of things. Definitely with Daenerys. I think that's. I hope I said her name right. Which we saw with the 3 dragons. You saw. She was in that. Where they lit up the fire. Definitely with the witch in there. Which I was fine with that. Honestly, where she put the witch in there because she didn't really deliver what she really wanted. And then Daenerys came out like a badass. Like honestly, with 3 dragons, and she never got burned from anything. It was really crazy. And it was, from the beginning of the episode, I know I'm kind of jumping around, from the beginning of the episode when Arya, Ned's daughter, had to see his lifeless body there. That was insane. I mean, just seeing them pick up his head and just, it's just unbelievable right there. And then that's the crazy part. I never thought they would just kill off a main character like that because Ned seemed like the main character, and that was just shocking right there where they just killed him off like that. So that just tells the viewer, at least for me, at least for anyone, that none of these characters that we see today are safe. It gets even more interesting like that. Joffrey's a horrible king, which is my opinion. It's just, I think anyone would agree with that. He's terrible, and he's going to be even worse. I'm pretty sure we're going to see him for a while. He's just going to get worse and worse over time. I don't think he's going to get any better. That's just that's just me. I just don't see it. The casting of the show is wonderful because, I mean, just with Joffrey's character, he's a good example. The person who's playing Joffrey does a great job. He does so good with it to where you really hate his character. And that's the whole point of course, what the actors are supposed to do. But it's just, he does a good job. I think the casting of the show is just great. Overall, like I said, season 1 was just a great season. I'm enjoying the show so far. So anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing this first episode for season 2. So let's just check this out.
Struck. Well struck, dog. You like that?
It was well struck, Your Grace.
I already said it was well struck.
What do you expect her to say? Oh.
Who's next?
You're gonna drown him? Seriously?
You can't.
Look at you. Oh, more beautiful than ever. And you're going to be bigger than the Hound, but much better looking. This one doesn't like me.
Can't imagine why.
We heard you were dead.
Glad you're not dead.
Me too, dear.
Death is so boring, especially now with so much excitement in the world.
Really, having so recently lost your own beloved father, you can sympathize.
My father was a traitor. My mother and brother are traitors too. I am loyal to my beloved Joffrey.
Of course you are.
He knows what she's saying.
Well,
she's got to say the right things.
Enjoy your name day, Your Grace. Wish I could stay and celebrate.
But there is work to be done.
What work? Why are you here?
He's so arrogant. Oh my God, he's so
The
arrogant.
Raven arrived from the Citadel this morning.
Brought this on yourself.
I've done nothing.
Quite right, you did nothing. When your son called for Ned Stark's head. Now the entire North has risen up against us.
I tried to stop it.
Did you? You failed. That bit of theater will haunt our family for a generation.
Robb Stark is a child.
Who's won every battle he's fought? Do you understand we're losing the war?
What do you know about warfare?
Nothing. But I know people. King might just get his Uncle Jaime back.
How?
You love your children. It's your one redeeming quality, that and your cheekbones. Starks love their children as well. And we have 2 of them.
One.
One?
Arya, little animal, she disappeared.
Disappeared? What? In a puff of smoke? We had 3 Starks to trade. You chopped one's head off and let another escape. Must be odd for you. be the disappointing child.
Mm-hmm. Great points. Yeah, and then how are you gonna get Jamie back? Because you're doing all that, you know, craziness. You gotta listen to all the needs.
Some of the men talking about the comet. So it's an omen.
Oh,
so
that's
means
a
Rob will
comet.
win a great victory in the south.
Did they?
That is so gross. Look at that, man. It's dying.
Everything ends, even the red waste.
And you're sure there's no other way?
If we go south to the land of the Lazarene, the Landmen will kill us and take your dragons. If we go west to the Dothraki Sea, the first Khalasar we meet will kill us and take your dragons.
No one will take my dragons.
They're too weak to fight. As are your people. You must be their strength.
As you are mine. So Koi!
Those girls.
Craster's daughters.
I haven't seen a girl in 6 months.
Keep on not seeing them if I were you.
You don't like people messing with his daughters?
You don't like people messing with his wives. He marries his daughters, and they give him more daughters. And on it goes.
That's foul.
That is,
foul.
yeah,
All
that
the
is.
other wildlings for 100 leagues have disappeared.
Marries his daughters. What does he do with his sons?
Kills them, probably.
He said he planned to stop here. Lays a hand on one of my wives. He loses the hand. And I see this one staring too long. I might just gouge his eyes out. Your rules. Your rules.
He's a sicko. You're gonna touch your wives, all your daughters. Crazy?
In ancient books it's written that a warrior will draw a burning sword from the fire. And that sword shall be Lightbringer. Stannis Baratheon.
Oh, is that Stannis?
Warrior of light. Your sword awaits you.
I owe you an apology, my king. My duty is to serve. You have chosen the new god over the old gods. May the Lord of Light watch over us all. Shall we drink together? Don't. A cup of wine to honor the one true God.
The night is dark and full of terrors, old man.
But the fire burns them all away.
Going down a dark path. Told him.
Been defeated by a boy. Be held captive by a boy. Perhaps you'll be killed by a boy. Stannis Baratheon sent ravens to all the High Lords of Westeros. The King Joffrey Baratheon is neither a true king nor a true Baratheon. He's your bastard son.
Oh, yeah.
Stannis is the rightful king. How convenient for him.
He's starting to know me.
Yup.
3 victories don't make you a conqueror.
He's disgusting.
It's better than 3 defeats.
Found the entire truth. Dude, I wish you'd just let him just do it. But he's leveraged, though. That's why they're keeping him alive.
Others have to find their own way.
I heard a song once about a boy of modest means. Found his way into the home of a very prominent family.
When those affections become common knowledge, well, that is an awkward situation.
He knows, probably.
Especially in a prominent family.
Seize him.
Knew it! Because he knows.
Cut his throat. Stop. Wait. I've changed my mind. Let him go. Step back 3 paces. Turn around. Close your eyes. Power is power. Do see if you can take some time away from your coins and your whores to locate the Star Girl for me. I would very much appreciate it.
These are my terms. If the Queen Regent and her son meet them, I'll give them peace. If not, I will litter the South with Lannister dead. That will be all for tonight.
Wow. Yeah, because if you set foot in there, it's your head.
If I trade the Kingslayer for 2 girls, my bannerman will string me up by my feet.
You want to leave Sansa in the Queen's hands? And Arya? I haven't heard a word about Arya. What are we fighting for if not for them?
It's more complicated than that, you know it is.
Yeah, it's more than that. He wants his sisters back.
And we'll all go home. For good.
He has a plan. She just needs to trust him.
I will ride at first light.
We will all be together again soon, I promise.
He does not ask. He commands. My grandfather's stupidity in the field of battle is the reason Robb Stark is Uncle Jaime in the first place.
His life is in danger.
We're at war. All our lives are in danger.
He doesn't realize that's his father.
I heard a disgusting lie about Uncle Jaime. And you?
Our enemies will say anything to weaken your claim to the throne.
It's not a claim. The throne is mine. Father had other children. Besides me and Tom and Emma Sarah.
What are you asking?
I'm asking if he fucked other women when he grew tired of you. How many bastards does he have running?
Uh-oh. They're like, let's keep working.
What you just did is punishable by death. You will never do it again. Never.
You created a monster.
That will be all, Mother.
What's going on? The baby?
Kill the bastard!
Dude, that is crazy.
Please stop!
Where?
They took him over the King's Road, heading north!
How will we know him?
He's got a bull's head helmet! He made it himself!
Find him.
Oh no! One of Robert's sons. Oh, he got the hell out of there. He's like, bye. Alright guys, great first episode for Game of Thrones for Season 2. I really, of course, enjoyed it. So they're trying to go after Robert's son, Genji, which obviously he is a a bastard son technically, but I think they're trying to get rid of him because he is the son of the King Robert. I think he could be on the throne. I think that's why they're trying to get of course get rid of him. It looked like they're getting rid of a lot of babies, honestly. I think they're trying to get rid of all like bastard sons, and I think that's what's going on. But that was just so terrible. What happened to the baby and how they just did that. It's just so freaking cold and just so just disgusting in every way. It's just unbelievable. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that. It's like, yeah, I should have knew that. Wait, that's not Robert's son, Jaime. That's not his son at all. So, it's really Jaime. And I think Cersei's trying to save Jaime, in a way where she's trying to tell him to, negotiate with everyone to be able to save Jaime. But, basically Joffrey doesn't understand that's his father. Doesn't understand, even though it's just disgusting, it's incest. And Cersei needs to be careful because Cersei slapped, Joffrey, and Joffrey said that's punishable by death. Because Cersei's his mother, she only has one chance. If she does it again, she's definitely dead for sure. So Joffrey, that's on her, and I don't feel bad for her about that because she created a monster, and then that's what she's basically facing up to. Robert's son, got the hell out of there. You saw him with everyone else and getting out of there. It's just insane how the kingdom is just fall like that. And, Robb starts sending negotiations to Joffrey, even though they're gonna basically deny him. But I think they're all going to go to war, and it's just going to be a bloodbath, I think. So we're going to have to see how this is going to develop over time for sure. Or Baelish, they all know what Cersei did. Her secret has been running around basically, and everyone's been hearing about it. Even Joffrey heard about it. I mean, it's basically coming back to the bite her in the butt, like literally. And it was crazy seeing Robb Stark with the wolf, and then basically telling Jaime like, I already know exactly what you did. I know what's going on. I know Joffrey's your son. I know that you pushed Bran off the tower. They're obviously keeping him alive because he's leveraged, so they can't kill him. I was like, I wanted him to just let the wolf do its thing, but they're just basically, they have to let him live for a while. We're gonna have to see how this is gonna go over time because it's getting crazy. And it just, Cersei, I don't know if Cersei's gonna die or not. She may, because if she does anything to piss off Joffrey, I think Joffrey would probably, I wouldn't be surprised, kill her. I just would not be surprised. On top of that, it was really cool to see the comic there. Everyone was seeing the comic, Daenerys with the dragons, and I just cannot wait to see the development of like the dragons. That's gonna be really cool. Other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Please like and comment on the video. Make sure you go on the Patreon page to get the full reaction. Also consider supporting the channel as well. And you guys, see me some more for the day. I'll see you next Game of Thrones.